welcome to Seeing Through Glass, and welcome to Dub Customs. Now, I really need to stop wearing clothes that match my cars. It's becoming increasingly nerdy, but I seem to have done it again today. However, as you can see behind me, the 540C is still black. I've come straight here to Dub to get the car wrapped in its amazing Satin Khaki Green. The rolls are right behind me. The work is about to begin, but I just want to show you a couple more elements of this car, which is now filthy, by the way. Even though it was a sort of relatively dry day when we collected it, it somehow ended up being absolutely awful on the drive over. So the car is covered in muck. So I guess the first thing that will happen is it will be washed before the guys then start work wrapping it. Oh, this lovely, it really does match. This is really actually quite perfect, but also quite embarrassing. Anyway, to the car. There are a number of elements to this car where we can start to get a bit more creative, or at least you could get more creative. I'm not sure whether we will. The 540C gets this kind of like satin black material on the bumper, so you can obviously have carbon fiber there if you want. On the 570S, if you don't have carbon fiber, you get it in this palladium silver, which is here on the sort of side blades and fins and air intakes there, and then on the actual engine cover. So yeah, as I say, 570S, you get this stuff everywhere if you don't have carbon fiber. You can obviously spec carbon fiber. My car didn't come with that, and it carries on around the back. And then you also have the sort of satin black finish on the diffuser instead. Now, in theory, we could wrap all of those parts in something really interesting and contrasting, but I think the sort of darkness of the palladium silver / satin black will actually work really well as an offset to the green. So for now, I'm going to leave them as is. I did think about wrapping them carbon fiber, but I think that will probably just look a little bit cheap and tacky. So if I haven't got real carbon fiber, I might as well embrace the palladium silver instead. I've thought about as well, maybe matching them up to the satin black of the front bumpers, because that I really like, that sort of dark. It does look satin black. I know it's not actually satin black, but it looks that way. So potentially at some point in the future, once the car is fully wrapped in the green, or the khaki green, I may then look to do the sort of air intakes and the blades in satin black. But for now, I think that's it. The one thing which we are contemplating is leaving the wing mirrors black. So I'm going to leave the boys at Dub here this week to kind of investigate with that. And when I pick it up, it'll either have black mirrors or not. I don't know, I'm going to leave that in their hands to surprise me. But otherwise, we're not doing anything that special with this wrap. It is just going to be changing the colour to hopefully really stand out. So now that you know what's going to be happening with the car over the next few days, it's time for me to leave it in the very capable hands of Dan and Sean. Where is Sean just run away? Sean, definitely. Dan. Yeah. We are leaving the cars in your very camera-friendly hands. Yeah. He's going to be the man. I am trusting, oh, here he is. Sean, I'm trusting those two to run my channel. So, as I leave the car here, the guys are going to try and film and document the wrapping process so that you guys can see a bit more behind the scenes. And then when I turn up, it will be the grand reveal. So yeah, the next clips you're going to see are hopefully from Dan and Sean.
Hi there, I'm Sean from Dub Customs, and welcome to Sam's new car. It's a 540C. As you can see though, it's filthy. So before we wrap this, we're going to get Stu to give it a nice clean, and we're going to document the process for Sam and ready for the final reveal. Hope you enjoy.
I need that expansion, that girl on rotation, like she Enos Cantor. I ain't with the band, run up where you can, spread you like a hammer, then gentrify your campus. All my niggas pop, like a can of soda. All my niggas glowed up, we the Black Panthers. Little nigga actor, then I turn to Krampus. My hair on Samson, this the new anthem. She yelling about some shit I did a week ago. Why you surprised? You know all I do is overdose. Life stress make a nigga wanna overdose.
So the car's now in the wrapping bay. It's been mostly stripped down, a few more bits to do. It's all been dried, and we've got a few more bits to do. The badges need to come off, and yeah, and we'll show you the wrapping process.
We got 80s bands drumming, all my niggas trapping bars. We got 80s bands drumming, all my niggas trapping bars. We got 80s bands drumming, all my niggas trapping bars. We got 80s bands drumming, all my niggas trapping bars. Hit and run, little shorty, that's a Simpsons, yeah. We forever world news, John Simpson, yeah. Bad boys on the beat like the Pistons, yeah. Mike Tyson on my chain, throwing pimpers, yeah.
We're recording? We're recording. And I've been handed a GoPro to check out the progress on Sam's McLaren 540C. And at the moment, they are smashing it. We are on progress. I've wrapped pretty much the entire car. And because I've picked up the GoPro, the guys are getting their hands on it. Sam, I hope you like my finishes. Check some of the joints because they're a little bit iffy. There's a bubble here that I've done. But overall, I've done a pretty good job of wrapping it. And then after, it is all getting fitted back up. Number plates to go on. And then it's the big white dot to go on either side of the door. I think one of them goes in here. I think we put a white dot there. I think we do like lots of white dots, progressively getting smaller. To be honest, it does look good. Sam, you have nailed your new car. This is the first time that I've seen it, and it looks utterly incredible. I'm hugely jealous. I'm going to take a bit of this khaki now and start wrapping my BMW.
I need that expansion. That girl on rotation, like she Enos Cantor. I ain't with the band. Run up where you can. Spread you like a hammer, then gentrify your campus. All my niggas pop like a can of soda. All my niggas glowed. We the Black Panthers. Little nigga actor, then I turn to Krampus. My hair long, I'm Samson. This the new anthem. She yelling about some shit I did a week ago. Why you surprised? You know all I do is overdose. Life stress make a nigga wanna overdose. But hold up, gotta make a meal before I go.
So it's a few days later and I am back at Dub Customs. As you've seen, the guys have been working their asses off to get the car ready for me, and now I finally get to see it in the wrap for the first time. Oh, guys, it looks insane. Oh, it looks so much better than I thought. Have you done the striking? Oh, it looks insane. Nice. What colour's that? Oh, I love it. I love it. I am so happy with the way this car has turned out. I think it looks so good and so different. At the end of the day, as I said in the collection video and the reveal video, I loved the black. I loved the way the car looked black. It was super stealth and super mean, but this now looks super unique and feels fully like my car, and especially, if I can find it, with the key now, the matching key. So Tim might have his MSO keys, but I have my Dub wrapped keys, so I think that's far better. But yeah, just little touches on the car which I think make it so much more than just a normal wrap. Obviously we have got the satin khaki all over, but the guys have also added the pinstriping down the front, which you see on quite a few McLarens now. Tim obviously did it to his 675 LT a while ago, and it's actually, I find it quite subtle on this car. It's not as in your face, obviously, because it's the same as the body colour. But for me, the biggest thing are these wing mirrors. I don't know if you remember at the beginning of this video, we talked about whether we were going to wrap them black or not, but the guys have managed to find a wrap which is basically identical to not only the wheels, but the sort of palladium silver here, which we were talking about before. Now you can actually see it now, it's not dirty. But yeah, all these little things. And then of course, as well, we have done the door shuts. So it literally looks like it's almost a factory colour, but obviously it's not a factory colour because, I mean, it's satin khaki, isn't it? I now finally feel like this car is 100% mine, complete and ready, which means I finally am going to take it on a drive somewhere, because pootling around between Ascot and Dub and whatever is not enough for me. I need to take this car on a proper road trip. So that is the next step. I hope you guys have enjoyed the videos this week, the kind of process of me buying and then wrapping, well, not me wrapping, but the boys at Dub wrapping the car. I am ecstatic. I'm so happy. And as I say, this is now my McLaren 540C in Satin Khaki Green. That's mental. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you have, and make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come.